Do this in remembrance of me. When you remember someone that you loved that's passed away, what do you remember about them? Do you remember the last few months of their life after going through chemo and radiation and losing a lot of weight and losing all of the color in their face and their eyes going dull? Is that what you remember? Or do you remember the twinkle in their eye and the sound of their laughter, the way they walked, the jokes they tell, the things they loved, the way they treated other people? Are those the things you remember? Sometimes we get so hung up on just remembering Jesus' crucifixion that we forget about his whole life. We forget about the things he taught. We forget about the way he treated women. We forget about how gentle he was with kids. We forget about all the things that would just endear him to us and make us want him to be our friend. We get hung up on the horror of his death. And it was horrible, and it had to happen. But we stay in that death mode and forget that he is not dead. He still lives, and he's ever available to us. We need to think about what it is we are called to remember. Jesus said, "Remember me." He didn't say, "Remember my death. Remember how I hung on a cross." He said, "Remember me." Jesus is our best friend. He died. He was buried over 2,000 years ago, but he lives now. And we need to remember that. Yes, it's fine to think about his death, but his death would mean nothing without the resurrection. And so in remembering him, although we can be solemn and quiet in our remembrance, we need to be joyful about what he has done for us. And we need to be grateful that he lived the life he did, and he left us such a wonderful example.